Good evening. I know, changed the colour of my hair. Well, we have... No, truth be told, I got bored this morning and I looked in the cupboard and I had 3 different colours. I had orange, I had sky blue, and I had pale blue. Excuse me sniffing, I've got hay fever. And I thought, which one shall I do? So I just put them all in. And when Angie gets on, she's just going to go through the roof because we agreed that I would fade my blue out so that she had a blank canvas to work on. Ha ha! Like she's going to have a blank canvas now. She's not. Hi, Rewa. How are you down there in Welly? Hope you're being really good and behaving yourself down there. So we're going to do the same again tonight, 10 people, and then we're off, or 5 minutes, or whichever comes first. And we will take Phyllis off on her journey. I had to sneak out to the supermarket. Oh, I just needed cheese to go with my crackers after Elaine and Catherine had been talking about this beautiful Cheshire cheese that they eat. So I ended up with Colby cheese, herb and garlic cream cheese, and camembert, which isn't too bad. And I picked up a jar of pickled onions. So I suppose that's sort of poor man's cheese and crackers for tomorrow. The supermarket was packed. I drove past, saw that it was going out the pavement and thought, no, I just got the local dairy. So the local dairy was ready for action. Looks like just you and me, Rewa. I'm just going to talk to you and tell you all about Phyllis instead tonight, because Phyllis meets the Empress. What else? People have been really getting onto the Pacific Island Church up here, and there's been a bit of hate and a bit of stuff. Hi, Lou! And there's been a bit of hate and stuff like that, which we don't really need. I mean, actually, it's a lot, you know, everyone's susceptible to this. Doesn't matter who you are, what colour you are, how you go to the toilet, or how you have sex. You're in line for it, people. There's Angie. Now, what does she say about my hair? Look, Angie, I didn't let it grow out. As you can see too, Lou, I dyed it. This is what happens when you put orange, sky blue and pale blue into your hair because you're bored shitless on lockdown. Perfect. Right, there's 3 of you in there. We'll give it another couple of minutes and then we'll just go off on the journey and fuck them all. No, we won't fuck them all. We won't. I'm just in one of those moods today. I don't know what it is. Absolutely no idea, but I'm in a very sort of, you know what? I don't care. There are so many people having a good moan and groan. Like I said, people are hating on the church, and then now the churches are blaming the health department because the health what our beautiful Dr. What's-his-face said, oh, you know, it's a Samoan church. Well, you know, what can you do? It's not, perhaps they should have kept that private, but what does it matter? You know, we're all in this together. And actually, I think we're doing pretty good with the number of cases compared to Sydney. I know Sydney's a bigger place, but, you know, I thought it would be way, way. You like the blue better. I know you do. Sorry, love. Hi, Lisa. How are you going? Bet you're busy. Lisa is a fantastic real estate agent. One of the best. Okay, we've got 4 on board. As you know, we're going to do the Empress tonight. Phyllis is off to see the Empress. She is. I've had some messages about Phyllis. And isn't it interesting what people not get upset about, but what presses people's buttons? You know, I know we always have fun with colours, Angie, don't we? And really, May, I just had to do something. I just really had to do something. So, yeah, so I've had a couple of messages sort of saying, Is Phyllis a lesbian? Well, if you want her to be, if you fancy her, she can be a lesbian. It doesn't really matter. What if she's transgender? How does that work in with the magician and the high priestess? Because if she's a man, wouldn't it be round the other way? No, seriously, this is the conversation I had. This is the conversation I got. Now, I'm not going to get into the semantics of it. I'm really not. A high priestess is a high priestess and is feminine energy, and a magician is a magician and he's masculine. And I don't think it matters what energy you are yourself. Well, that's it. Yeah, look, she'd be bisexual enough. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I just feel it's all, part of me thought, you know what, this person is actually trying to test my knowledge. And look, I've forgotten how, I've forgotten half of what I've learned. I've learned so much that sometimes I forget details. And I forget little bits and pieces, and that's what you people are there for, to pull me up on it and say, hang on a minute, Jackie, what's that all about? And I don't mind, but don't test me to that point of, oh, what if this is this, and he is a she, and it's, got a dick and all the rest of it. It doesn't matter. Phyllis is having a wonderful journey through the 21 lessons of life. Don't you think? I think. Okay, jewelry tonight. This is a beautiful piece by Eritrea in Italy, and she made it especially for me. It's a pussycat, and that is selenite. And I gave her free rein. This was made for me after the first breast was removed. I saw her work online, and I said, look, I would love a beautiful piece for to celebrate, what's the word? Not celebrate, but to have a piece of jewelry that was sort of, here we go, this represents it. And I asked her if she could put the word life on the back, and she said no, she didn't put writing on things. And I said, okay, doesn't matter, but you do what you want to do. You're the artist. I don't care what crystal you use. And the only thing she said was, what kind of animal? And I said, a cat, because my spiritual name is Sabbat Cat, which is Sabbat, C-A-T, as in our Sabbats during the year. And this is what she sent me. And on the back, she did put the word life. But what she also did was she made two little boobs on the back. It's really cute. I didn't notice for a little while. And then one day I was really looking at it and I thought, oh, look, this is so cute. So yes, so this is one of my pieces that I absolutely adore. Okay, let's get into it, because 5 of you in there, we're not going to get 11 tonight. So that's okay. Right, now, Phyllis, as you all know, has been at the psychic fair, the psychic spiritual fair. She's visited the magician and she's visited the high priestess, and she's got some stuff in her bag. She's got her elements. And so over the time that we've all been away from each other, she's been exploring her elements. She has been sitting under a nice big oak tree just to the side of the fair, and she's spread out all her tools. And she's gone, oh, these are interesting things. I can do stuff with these. And so she's explored her elements from the side and the point of view of the magician, and gone, right, this is the practical, this is, this is the masculine, this is the strength, this is the actual stuff. And she's also had a look at it from the high priestess's side, from the feminine, the softer side, and looked at her tools and gone, oh my goodness, there's so much unlimited potential in these tools. So Phyllis has been having quite a 24 hours. She's been really thinking, and in her time, it's probably a couple of days. I would say she's pitched a little tent, and, she's got a little campfire going there like we do at festivals, and she's cooked herself a baked potato, and is sitting there munching it down with lots of butter and a couple of glasses of wine and reading pamphlets and playing with the candles, and she's been smelling the incense and really working with her tools and her elements, which is fantastic. You know, she has, hi Elle, she has really been busy. So she's sitting there and it's like, oh, okay, I've been practicing, I've researched stuff, perhaps I'll walk down the hill back to the psychic fair and see what's going on. You know, I'm ready for something else. I think I'm ready for the next bit. I don't know everything, but I do know what, hi Susanna, but I do know what the elements are about. So she goes for a walk back down. Remember, she's on a bit of a mission this time. She knows this psychic fair is absolutely fantastic and that there's all sorts of adventures. And she's excited because she's gone from sitting in a field being naive to actually knowing some shit. You know, she knows her base. She knows there's potential there. You know, she's eyed up the magician, and she didn't talk to the high priestess, remember, because the high priestess doesn't speak. The high priestess just communicates. So down the hill she goes, and she's wandering, looking at some of the different stalls, and there's some crystal people, but she's already got a crystal. She doesn't need any more. She knows she doesn't need anything else. But like all of us, she wants something, and she sees a little bracelet, and she buys the bracelet and smiles at the woman, and the woman smiles back at her, and she says, oh, is there anything interesting going on? And the woman says, oh, over there, that's where you need to go. And so Phyllis wanders over to this. Now, if you can imagine, it's like a gazebo, and it's got flowers, and it's got plants all around it, and there's little bunny rabbits and little baby deer and kittens. It's like a video from Facebook, you know, it's all fluffy and wonderful. And she's standing there, and Phyllis thinks, oh God, I think she's pregnant. And the woman says, hello, in the most beautiful voice. And so Phyllis goes over. Excuse me, I have to stretch. So off Phyllis goes towards the woman, and the woman is the Empress. Yes, I remembered the card today, so there you go. And she goes across to the Empress, and she sort of goes, oh my God, you're beautiful, and you're glowing. You know, what's your secret? You know, have you been sort of using remember that stuff we used to buy? Natural glow. Have you been using the natural glow? And I don't like to ask, but are you pregnant? And the Empress just smiles and said, look, you know, it's okay, love. Don't get all excited. Life is cool. And yes, I might be pregnant, but I might not. Haven't decided yet. In the process, in the cycle, and that's okay. And Phyllis has this sudden feeling that this woman is like her mother. And she understands what she is feeling. She's feeling this amazing motherly energy just wash over her. It's the most awesome energy ever. It's beautiful. And she just melts, and she feels like she's a child again. And the Empress, come on in, come and sit down. And the Empress sits beside her and strokes her hair like she was a child. And the Empress gives her the most beautiful, nourishing soup, just like we get when we're sick and our mothers are looking after us. And she goes and gets some beautiful smelling baked bread and breaks them off. She nurtures Phyllis. Phyllis has never felt anything like this before. This is absolute nourishment. This is just something divine. And she actually allows herself to be nurtured. She allows the Empress to be her mother. And she just is washed in it all. And the Empress smiles and beams on her, gives her kind words. And then suddenly the Empress says, I have someone else for you to meet. And so tomorrow you're going to meet the Emperor. But for now, here's a beautiful, comfortable bed. Here's, a beautiful, comfortable bed. Here's a nice big mug of cocoa. I will sit and read you a story. And I just want you to relax. And Phyllis lies back in the beautiful feather bed. And she listens to this woman. And she allows herself to be mothered, to be nurtured. And she falls asleep dreaming of the goddess, dreaming of Mother Earth, dreaming of this beautiful woman who has mothered and nourished and nurtured her as she has never been nurtured before. But there's also a sense of anticipation because tomorrow she meets the Emperor. So there you go. Send me a heart if you liked it. If you didn't, don't watch. And we got 11 people. And some of you probably didn't hear it all. That's okay because my YouTube channel is working fine. And I know somebody did also mention, hey, can we have a card after every story? Yes, you can. So A, B, or C. This is for Phyllis, who's all tucked up in bed at the moment, being nurtured and nourished by the Empress. So here we go. If you've chosen A, you are the High Priestess tomorrow. Means you've got to be someone who doesn't speak out loud, but just quietly lets people know what you're up to and what you're about, and they had better listen. If you have chosen B, if we had this the other day, I don't know. Anyway, if you chose B, don't let anyone break your heart. It's not worth it. Don't get angry. Not worth it. You know, everyone's pushing each other's buttons at the moment. Don't let your button be pushed. If you've chosen C, on your bike, missus. There you go. There's the bike. Get on it. The guy's got the crossbow, which is the tools that you need, and the crow is showing him the way. You know the way to go tomorrow. And our bonus card is, we all need to just hang in there. She's in a yoga sling. It means she's secure and she's comfortable. And she doesn't have to be anywhere. And she actually doesn't have to do anything. And really, none of us do. Okay? So, oh, hi, Brooklyn. So, I hope you enjoyed Phyllis's little, in other words, watch your mouth. Yes, Angie. Yes, I have changed my hair. It's 3 different leftover bottles of colour from the supermarket that was in the kitchen cupboard. So, Phyllis is now in the arms of the Empress, and it will be very interesting to see what she makes of the Emperor. So tonight what she's learned, and I'm sure you all get this, she has learned to be nurtured. She has learned about nourishment. She has learned that, you know, Mother Earth is there. It's real. It's true. Okay? So, there you go. Have a wonderful evening. I'll throw this up on Facebook. Now, one thing I am going to do is I'm not going to do this on the weekend. I'm going to do Thursday and Friday evenings, and then Saturday, Sunday evenings, I'm going to take a break and just do it Monday to Friday, because otherwise we'll all get sick of each other. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? But I'll need a break because my voice. And those of you who didn't see, but will, there's my piece of jewellery for tonight. Am I still doing readings? I am doing online readings, messenger readings. I do very, very few personal readings, even during ordinary levels these days. So, oh, did you find me, Thalia? Isn't that cute? I've got my own YouTube channel. Woohoo! So there you go. Phyllis meets the Emperor tomorrow. I do love you all. Don't let people press your buttons. All right?